Hello, everyone. Jen McGraw here. The NFL draft is upon us, and I had the chance to sit down with some of the great draft prospects ahead of this year's draft.
The backfield, Julius Turner right there for Rutgers.
Julius Turner.
Sermon takes the handoff, hit in the backfield, and Julius Turner met him and never let him go. Off Collins runs into a sea of white.
Julius Turner plays a lot of motion.
Blew that play to smithereens.
But to start off, can you talk to me about your football career? When and where did you start, and what inspired you to play the game?
Yeah, so I started from Meridian, Mississippi. So I actually grew up there and started playing football at an early age. And ever since then, I just I love the game and I took off with it. Because actually I really loved playing basketball at first, but as I got older and I didn't get as tall as I wanted to get as my pops, my father. So I just decided to stick to play with football because I knew it would be a better chance, for me to, get a scholarship for it. So I just stuck with it, man, and I love it. It's an exciting game. It's a fun game.
Sweet, thank you. And can you tell me, where did you go to college?
I went to college at Rutgers University. So I was there from 2016. I got recruited. I was actually committed to La Tech at first. And a new coaching staff came in at Rutgers and kind of swept me away, with all the Big Ten stuff, the scenery, the environment when I got up there to Rutgers. Even though it was when I first got up there, it was my first time really seeing snow, so much snow, because I'm from Mississippi. So I got there on my official visit and I just see a lot of snow and I was just overwhelmed. I thought it was cool. So, that's where it started in 2016. So I've been there for 6 years, because of the COVID year. I played the COVID year too. So it gave us an extra year of eligibility. So yeah, that's where I went.
So what was it like making the transition? Because obviously, I know you said Rutgers, so in New Jersey. I know New Jersey weather is a different beast. So how were you able to really adapt to that?
It's kind of crazy because, being from the South, it's so hot down there and it's so humid. And a lot of people up here don't know, like, y'all are like, I like this weather better than down south just because, like, when it gets hot down there, it gets hot. Like, even now, it's cold up here and it's in March. That's kind of weird, but it's Jersey, so you never know what you're gonna get. But the transition was good. It was real good. I loved everything. I won't take nothing back, from it. So it was a great experience at Rutgers, just, getting out of Mississippi and seeing New York and seeing different types of things. So it was a blessing.
Sweet, thank you. So ultimately, all those experiences from high school and then leading into college obviously propelled you into the NFL draft itself. So can you tell me some other things that you've done to prepare yourself for the draft?
Yeah, sure. Just been working out really, just doing a lot of working out every day, trying to stay consistent. That's the hardest thing to do. Like, as you get older with anything, that I feel like it's just, just being consistent, staying consistent in what you're doing and, staying consistent to your craft, just working every day. So that's all I've been doing, just doing little drills, getting my feet quicker, getting my hands quicker, stuff like that, just leading up to the draft, just to know that I'm, ready and prepared.
Great, thank you. And now obviously this year, this draft has been kind of coined as a very defensive heavy draft. So with that obviously comes a lot of competition. So what do you think sets you apart from other players in the draft?
I feel like, just being me for real, like my personality, off the field, like my personality, my character, my leadership skills, because I was a captain at Rutgers my last year there. So Coach Shiano, our head coach, he prepared me a lot to, just being a captain and being a leader. He always just tell me, you can lead the wrong way, you can lead the right way. He always, guided me to lead the right way and lead the guys on my team. So a lot of stuff like that. On the field traits, just my quickness, my speed for a defensive line. Just using my abilities, using my leverage, using everything to my strengths. So I think I do that very well. So just hoping I get the opportunity when the opportunity comes.
which is actually a perfect segue into my next question, because as we've seen, especially last year with some big name guys right now, like Devontae Smith, Heisman Trophy winner, and Micah Parsons, both on the Eagles and Cowboys respectively, in the rookie season made some really great progress with the team. What does it mean to you that younger guys are having their breakout year in the NFL, especially knowing that going into next year, that could be you?
It's real big. I always like seeing guys do well. Especially the guys that just came up, like you said, the Michael Parsons and all those guys had a great year, man. It's motivation, just seeing guys fulfill their dreams and knowing you can do the same thing, just put your mind to it. So I say a lot of motivation, just getting there and excitement, to be honest.
Sweet, thank you. Switching gears a little bit, my next question is there anybody that you look up currently to in the NFL, either in a similar play style or just somebody that you think is an all-around great role model, kind of inspiration for the game?
Right. So just being me and being my just being an undersized D lineman, I always try to look at guys that's my size. Guys like Aaron Donald, I've been studying since his years in Pittsburgh. Just him being explosive, using his abilities, using everything he has to his advantage. Him, Grady Jarrett, shorter guys in the defensive line lead that doesn't meet up the requirement to as being a big defensive lineman and just being a little more on the size. Guys like that, Kenny Clark, a couple more guys I got on my head, but it's a lot of guys I look up to and just try to get little stuff from them and study their game and try to take stuff from them.
Great, thank you. And especially to Aaron Donald, just had a fantastic, not let alone, Super Bowl, but of course,
Right.
absolutely season. So definitely a great answer in that regard. Switching gears a little bit to more maybe of a heavier question, but obviously in the past 2 years, actually, I think just the other day, it was like 2 years to date. The COVID pandemic has affected all of us in some way. I know you kind of touched on it earlier with your COVID year. Can you talk to me and elaborate on how the COVID pandemic has affected your journey, but also how were you able to get creative and kind of bounce back from some of those difficulties?
Yeah, so the COVID year was crazy. We didn't know we was gonna have a season that year. So, we was on and off. We had one time everybody had to go to the back to their apartments one day just because a lot of outbreaks and stuff went on. Then we end up staying in our apartments for like a month or two straight. And it's just end up just trying to find creative stuff to do, like you said. We end up building a weight room in our garage, doing stuff like that. Having Zoom calls, Zoom and other types of video chats with our coaches. Just trying to stay on it because we never knew like if we was gonna have a season or not. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the staff for having us doing that, just because we end up there having a season. And and to your point, I feel like the COVID really, it was a blessing for me, because that extra year really, with that new staff, I came in and they came in and the season started and I was productive, and let alone that we had another year we had an extra year of eligibility. So I came back another year and, just tried to, just keep being me, keep being better, keep having the team get better and stuff like that. So I feel like it was a blessing for me. I feel like I definitely took advantage of it. Even though it was cons to it, a lot of people, got sick and stuff like that. But it was cons and pros to it. And, definitely a blessing in disguise for me, for sure.
Sweet, thank you. That's definitely not the first time that I've heard somebody building like a makeshift weight room, like in their garage or somewhere in their
Right.
house. I love hearing all kinds of the creative ways that you're able to not get over the pandemic, but kind of find ways around your usual style, because it definitely provided some challenges. I mean, obviously it provided challenges for a lot of people, but I've definitely seen that with student athletes, professional athletes, there's definitely been some major complications over the past 2 years.
Right, for sure.
So now back to more of the lighthearted questions. My next question is, how has your family reacted to the draft and how are you guys going to celebrate?
My family, I have a very supportive family. They've been supporting me, way before this, ever since high school. My sister, my mom, my brothers, my pops. They're just very excited. I can't even explain it. They always talking about how they're so ready for the draft, and we're so excited for you. So they're super excited, just like me. And we just really just waiting for the day. To be honest, I don't like to wish away time, so I'm trying to, like you said, just steady doing stuff to build up for the draft. But they're definitely excited. I'm excited. So it's gonna be fun. I don't know what are we planning on doing yet, just because in all honesty, I feel like I probably won't get drafted like 1, 2, 3 the rounds, just because that's what I feel like. And I feel like it's gonna be like a more at the bottom or at the end of the draft, or even the undrafted free agent. But knowing my family, we definitely gonna celebrate it somehow. If I get a chance anywhere, definitely gonna celebrate it. Something, probably just have like a little get together at my house, something like that. Nothing too big though.
No matter what, it's still obviously going to be a great accomplishment and a great day. And then to go back to your point about, where in the draft you might fall, you got to remember too, Tom Brady was not drafted, early on. Obviously, he was drafted later
Right.
in the NFL draft. And then like, obviously look at him now, the rest is history. So obviously you have to keep that in mind too, because like, you could be drafted later in the draft, but you can go out and, like I touched on earlier with Michael Parsons and Devontae Smith, could have a solid breakout year.
Right, for sure, for sure. And that's what I'm hoping too, man. I'm just putting it in God's hands, and let him see what happens.
Sweet, sweet. So now my next question is, what advice would you give to younger players who are hoping to get their start either in professional football at the college level or in the NFL?
Well, I don't know if I have too much advice for the professional level, because I'm not there, so I haven't even seen it. But college, just keep grinding. It's a grind. It gets hard. I remember my first year when I was at Rutgers in 2016, and we was just going through workouts and going through camps. And my first camp, the camp before the season, and I remember like it was crazy. I didn't think I was gonna be able to do it. Like I didn't think like football was for me anymore, because everybody was way much bigger than me. Everybody was faster, stronger. Everybody, similar, had the same skill sets. Because in high school, you're kind of like, the star on the team, and you're so much better than everybody. But when you get to college, everything is the same. The stars don't matter. Nothing doesn't matter. So for guys coming out of high school going to college, I just feel like, just stay humble and listen to the older guys, because they've been there before. They've been there, did that, and done that. So I would just say, just keep your ears open, be coachable. I always like to tell players to be coachable and stuff like that, and put your pride to the side, because it's pride is a big thing when you come from high school to college, because you feel like I said, everybody in high school was the man, was great. So it's gonna be a lot, but just stay with it, be consistent, and keep the grind, and always have an edge.